What's going on, YouTube world? It's Coffee. Tapping back in, man. And Milk74 is someone I've blogged on quite a bit. Happen to be a fan of his content. Some people love him, some hate him, but he's had a prominent rise to success and fame to an extent in this whole blogosphere YouTube world. And in my opinion, part of what directed the attention his way and what people found captivating about his content and stories and perspective on things was the fact that Milk was a white dude in a black gang. Also a white dude that was adopted into a black family at a very young age. You know what I mean? Because there's been stories like Eminem, and not with gang culture, but just using hip hop as an existence, right? Like Eminem, Vanilla Ice, Robert Van Winkle. There's been stories like that, but for someone to be in the streets from South Central LA running with a black gang, and then his background as well, I feel like that had people kind of intrigued in what he had to say in his whole story and everything like that. And I just happened to see something pretty interesting on the timeline, and that was Milk reacting to someone else who, in a sense, it's a bit similar to his situation.
They gave us these, right? Let me not take my real shoes. They're gonna get wet, my shoes. I went to go shower. I went up with my shower shoes, thinking these are my shoes. They gave us these, right? Let me not take my real shoes. They're gonna get wet, my shoes. And then I went for like 2 days like that and shower shoes. And then finally I walked past someone. He walked up on me and was telling me, he literally walked to my cell and gave me some free game. He could have gotten me sideways. He could have tripped, and he said, you're the homie, right? This and this and that. Hey, you got to put your shoes on, food. Don't go in there next time with your shower shoes. Like, if something cracks off, you're slipping, you're falling, this and this and that. And I literally gave that food. I swear to God, I gave that food 2 donuts for my shit that I was saving up and shot it to him. And I straight up said, hey, I appreciate you coming at me like that because I'm a youngster. I need to learn.
All right, man. So you guys hear the clip there, and I'm not familiar with who this dude is or whatever. If you are, tap in and let me know, as well as your thoughts, period, on the whole situation or whatever, what he's speaking of. But it's captioned, Black Southsider gangster rapper speaks on giving up his donuts. Pause. When I seen that, who remembers when Bosco used to always be talking about Wind Chill's donuts and pause and all that wicketry, and I hate even saying it, individuals giving up the buns, pause, like selling out in a whole weirdo way and all that. It's some sick ish, man. But it's like a double entendre, I guess, in a sense. Donuts to inmate after getting checked in a LA County jail. So when I see that, I'm like, oh man, did this dude do an interview talking about someone taking his manhood? Pause. Like, I don't know, you see a double entendre meaning like that, but no, he literally was talking about giving his donuts up to someone who let him know, yo, you should lace up. And I'm no G, I always put that out there, right? Like, I've been to county jail, I've been to detention centers as a youth, but I always make it clear, I'm square, I'm a nerd, I want no smoke. I never been to prison. I ain't going down that road and all that, But just from my perspective, that seems like some basic game, right? Like, even in people, if you ain't did time or been locked up, but you've been outside and you've gotten into some scraps and stuff like that, like just moving around the neighborhood or around your city or whatever, if you got issues outside, right? You can't be walking around in slides or flip-flops or some bullish like that. You got to have your kicks on, ready to go too. Lace up. So in juvenile detention center, that was something that you learn right away. I mean, sleep with your kicks on, lace up. I comment anyone, if you ever been in a fight before and try to steal off on someone with some damn flip-flops or shower shoes or something on, it can go bad. I've personally had that happen to me, where try to hook off on someone in a shower shoe dope and all that. I don't know. So it's like just so wild that this dude is like, yo, man, dude told me lace up, like be ready to go. You can't be in your shower shoes.
I went for like 2 days like that.
He gave dude his donuts, and it seems quite possibly that Milk is feeling like this might be a little bit. It seems like quite possibly Milk might think that this might be a bit of cappery, because he left the following response. Milk responded and said, yo, he started giving up his commissary under pressure. So it seems to me like Milk saying, yo, this is cap. Yo, someone G-checked you. You know what I mean? Pressed a line on you, and you gave them your donuts and started giving up whatever. And yo, someone else in the comments kind of about the whole double entendre thing was saying, yo, I thought you was talking about some different type donuts, pause, before, right? The wind chills or whatever. And Milk was saying that'll be next if he keeps being like suckerish like that, you know what I'm saying? And then some other individual, someone tried to call Milk's content clickbait. Milk said, what Milk tell him, yo, you writing this is clickbait? Because I don't believe it's clickbaitish. I think that Milk is reading between the lines, saying that's cap what this guy's saying. You know what I mean? Like he did it in the interview, say, yo, I got put under pressure and gave up my donuts, pause, the wind chills, pause. He's talking about, yeah, dude put me up on game. He showed so much love, so I had to bless him. But it's like, yo, man, reading between the lines, that just seems like cap. Like some people are saying they were putting him on game. They put new booties, gotta learn some way. Pause. I don't even like saying that. Gangsta-ish ain't for him. Damn, Brody, I almost thought you was saying he gave up the cheek. See, Jason Tatum, if he got drafted by the Mexicans. And that's what I was saying in regards to Milk, like a similar situation. Milk claiming a black gang. You know what I'm saying? But not just being a white dude down with a black gang. It's a little different. He was adopted and all that. This dude, black dude running with the Southsiders, the Mexicans, and hearing him talk is a trip because he sounds like a Mexican dude. It's a whole trip, man, from the East Coast to the West Coast. Like in New York, when you think of Latinos, personally, you think of like Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and all that, and they more or less get along with blacks. You know what I'm saying? But on the West Coast, Latinos being more like Mexicans, and the whole gang aspect and the cartels being behind things, and the racial tensions, that is just such a trip to me. You know what I mean? Like that was bugged out when I first found out about that. And then for the fact that this dude being caught up where I guess he's black and Latino, you know, it's like, imagine for behind the wall for Milk being white but running with the black gang, like, yo, I'm a hoover. Like that must be a trip in a county jail. And we've heard stories about it or whatever. I know he never went to prison, but for this dude, who's, again, I don't know who this dude is. If anyone knows who he is, his music, anything, tap in, comment, share your thoughts about it all. But you know what I'm saying is probably he get pressed a bit more, being that he's like, you know, are people like, yo, is he black or is he Spanish? Who's he running with? You know what I mean? Like both sides might press you. You smell what I'm saying? Like that's like you get it both ways. Pause. And they're trying to take the wind chills. Pause. So it's crazy, man. But Custer, he definitely don't sound like a black dude. Someone says, why would he pay someone for doing their job? Should have still broke them off. No passes, all lessons. So, yo, someone said bussy. Yo, man, people are looking at this situation the same way Coffee was seeing it. Like, yo, did this dude talk about that he got violated behind the wall? But no, he did not say that. But man, what a trippy piece of content there. You know what I mean? And I just thought it was interesting seeing Milk react to someone who he's kind of in a similar situation with, being his background and if and when he went to jail and all that. You know, I think that was a big part of people being intrigued by Milk's story. So jump in the comments. What do you think about all this Milk, the whole prison politics out there on the West Coast, individuals who, like, you know, are trying to run with someone who, to the general consensus of individuals who they would think that an individual would be running with, and then they're like, nah, I'm not with them, I'm with these cats, and then them cats might press them as well. How hard it must be getting it from both ways, and the whole Wind Chill's donut in donut holes pause conversation. Like, it's just bugged the fuck out. And not to mention the fact that so many people thought that it was the same thing of what Coffee was thinking about the donuts. So let's discuss it all in the comments. Sub up, stay tuned for Morris Coffee, and I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace.